Welcome to the San Gabriel Mountains. My name is Rusty Fiore, and I'd like to invite you to participate in a citizen science project that can help us to understand how humans are affecting the climate and the world around us in a meaningful way, so that your contributions can be used for scientific investigation to better understand the changes that we're seeing around us. We're all aware of climate change being a major issue, along with other things like species extinction and the human effect on all the biogeochemical cycles of the planet. So much so that we've designated this period to be the Anthropocene, when humans and human interactions have driven most of what's happening on this planet. And it's important now that we take efforts to understand it. But the task of collecting the data is far too big for any experts, groups of scientists, or people being paid. So it relies upon citizen science to generate the data sets that will allow us to understand how these things happen and their ramifications. So the project we'll be working on in this case will be through a citizen science project through the National Phenology Network, funded partially by the USGS, and we're going to be using an app and a website for Nature's Notebook to contribute data and then to analyze patterns that other people have collected over large areas to try to better understand the way nature is changing in these rapidly changing climate periods. The San Gabriel Mountains, as one example, you can do this anywhere, give us an opportunity to really explore phenology for many reasons. One, there's a great elevational gradient. You may see behind me there, these mountains, I'm standing at about 3,000 feet of elevation. The mountains right here in the Front Range go up to 6,000 feet, and a little further up above 10,000 feet. And they do so in a very, very rapid pace. So this morning, actually just an hour and a half ago, I was down at 1,800 feet. Now I'm nearly 4,000 feet. And so we can look at the phenology changes over elevational gradients, which involve temperature and precipitation gradients as well. We can also look at slope aspect effects and other things. For example, today, when I was down a little further, as you can see behind me in the lower part of this trail, I'm on the the San Merrill Trail, the ceanothus was out of bloom. The flowers had all fallen off and they might start developing fruit soon. But as we move up the mountain, the same species is just starting to flower. And so there's a phenological gradient across this. And we might wonder over time, with the changing climate, how it'll affect these patterns we can see on a very narrow geographic scale. Once again, just to put this in context, looking behind me there, that's Los Angeles, actually, Pasadena and then Los Angeles. And there are 15 million people living right behind me. And the effects of this amazing civilization are already noticed in the mountains and the nature around us, and really across the globe. So this project that we'll be working on, it will help us to understand that, and will involve you specifically in being a part of this important investigation, such that every little bit you contribute will help us to better understand the world around us, so that anyone, even a person just with a little bit of interest and some passion and free time, can become an important change in the world around us. Thanks. I look forward to seeing you.